You guys, I got food poisoning.
Hey, yeah. I need someone to be patient with me.
Hey crew, welcome back to my channel for another video. For those of you who are new, my name is Bridgette. I'm a New York City based flight attendant and I am heading to work. This may look a little bit different, my background, because I'm not in the airport. If you watched my previous vlogs, you would have heard me saying that commuting to and from work is becoming very difficult. So today I had to bite the...
Attention please. A train is approaching.
bitter bullet
Please
to
stand back
pay
from the yellow
$161
line.
to get on the Amtrak. So that's where I am now.
Attention please.
A train is so approaching. I'll see you in the next clip.
Excuse me. Take me out the club. Take me out the trap. Take me off the market. Take me off the map. I'm trying to hit the goal chat and tell them it's all rap.
I didn't come this far just to come this far and not be happy.
Okay.
Remember that.
You didn't come this far just to come this far.
Yep.
Hey crew, so quick update. It is 5:52. My original report time was 2:55 on my way here. They delayed the flight until 6:20. So I'm at the gate now waiting to get on the aircraft. There's some more legalities that are affected by this delay, but we'll get into that later today, depending on where I am. So I'll see you in the next clip. Hey crew, I have finally made it to a hotel. I did not really get into detail what happened when I last spoke to you guys, because I told you I would explain it later. Well, later is now. It is 10 p.m. Denver time, which means it is midnight East Coast time. Sorry. And I think the last thing I told you was that my flight was delayed. So my report time was 2:55 p.m. It got delayed until 6:20, and we didn't end up leaving until like 7:30 maybe. So a very big delay, and our layover was already minimum rest, meaning that the lowest amount of hours that we can legally have for rest. Oh man. So with the extended delay, it put our layover under the legal time, which meant that they had to adjust it, and they did. So now we have an actual minimum rest layover of 10 hours, and then we get back up and start day 2. I'm not going to talk to you guys for too much longer because I am very tired. I commuted in today, and like I just said, I have a minimum rest layover. So I want to get as much sleep as I can possibly. The flight was pretty good. Passengers were great, especially with the long delay. It was pretty bumpy on landing, which made me feel nauseous, but other than that, it was fine. So that's it for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night and see you in the next clip. Hey crew, so I did not speak to you guys this morning because I was having a disagreement with the clock, in the words of Fly with the Guy, and I had to make it to the gate. So we are in Fort Lauderdale now. We were delayed, the trend of the day. I will do a full crew debriefing later when I come back. I packed food. I know I'm supposed to eat the food that I packed, but I am going to go out with one of my crew members. Unfortunately though, this is my first trip back for a while, so I forgot everything. I forgot my laptop charger. I forgot my crackers for one of my meals. I forgot my shoes for my outfit. So I'm about to look like I'm about to go jump someone with a tube dress on and some dunks. Like, don't judge me. Anywho, let me show you the room really quickly because I don't have that much time and I still need to get dressed. And then we will have a little crew debriefing when I get back. And I'll try and vlog for you guys while I'm out. I love rooms that have a full kitchenette. But you know what the crazy thing is? I always get these rooms when I have a short layover. And this bathroom is massive and it smells like bleach in here, so I know it was cleaned. I just need the air conditioning to work. And then this is our view. All right, so that is it for right now. I'll see you guys later.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Hey crew, so I'm coming to you live from my bed. It is 8:35 p.m. local time, and I told you, as I promised, that I would come back and do a crew debriefing to explain everything that happened or was supposed to happen or didn't happen, all of the above. So today, I think I told you guys about yesterday. I don't remember. But if I don't, then editing Bridgette will pause myself right here and give you a recap of yesterday. But today, day 2 of 3, we had 2 legs. We did Denver to Atlanta, Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale. Now, sorry you guys. I thought I saw a bug. Denver to Atlanta was delayed because we needed minimum rest. We were supposed to have close to a 3-hour layover or sit, excuse me, in Atlanta once we landed, but because of our delay for minimum rest, it went down to about 50 minutes. So we get to Denver this morning. I was having a disagreement with the clock, like I told you earlier. Clearly I need to put this phone on Do Not Disturb because people are trying to be a part of this vlog. We ended up leaving Denver later than we were planned to leave with the added delay because of something with cargo. So that made our turn time in between the next flight even shorter. Luckily, we were going to be in the same concourse. For those of you who are not familiar with Atlanta's Hartsfield International Airport, it's big. Thankfully, we came in A concourse and we were leaving out of A concourse. So cool, no problem. That ended up being like a 25-minute turn, which is crazy. So we get to the gate late and they end up having to delay the flight. Cool, no problem. See, and every time the phone rings, it distracts me, my train of thought. We ended up leaving later, obviously, because we came in late. Every flight was 100% full. For the most part, everyone was fine. You know, you have your interesting passengers, as I like to term them, on every flight, but nothing to write home about. It was very uneventful. And yeah, I went to, what is that? I went to dinner with one of the crew members. It was very nice to go walk around and enjoy dinner, even though I packed food like I told you guys. Tomorrow, knock on wood, we are supposed to be a one and done day and be done by 10. 1 leg from here back to JFK. Now my commute home is looking very scary because I don't know how I'm getting home as of yet. So once I finish speaking to you guys, I need to go figure that out. Our pickup tomorrow is very early, which means I have to wake up very earlier. And that is about it, you guys. I can't think of anything else to share with you guys. So I'm going to stop rambling, and I'm not promising that I'm going to speak to you in the morning because it's like when I wake up, I have enough time and then I blink and all the time is gone. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got 10 minutes to be out of here. And I'm not dressed and my bag's not fully packed. And I haven't put my food in the lunch bag. Like, yeah, that was me this morning. Okay, I'm gone for real because this phone is trying to show out while I'm speaking to you guys. So have a good night. See you in the next clip. Bye. Hey crew, so excuse my pimple treatment on my face. I had a friend who wanted to come steal the shine, but I'm not letting that happen. But as I was editing this video, I noticed that I did not do an outro, and also ignore the fan that you're hearing in the background. It's hot in here and I need ventilation. Hold on, I have to get a tripod because my arm is already hurting from holding this camera. So I'll be right back. Yes, sorry, like I was saying, I did not do an outro or a crew debriefing after the end of this trip. I'm trying to get better with that, but clearly I keep forgetting. So present day, this trip happened probably a month ago, but I still remember this trip because it was very traumatic. As you saw in the last few montage clips, I went out to eat with one of my crew members. Shout out to that crew member. I really enjoyed her the whole trip. She was wonderful. I will stress to the end of it till I'm no longer a flight attendant, or probably even after that, to people who are flight attendants, new flight attendants, whatever the fact. Your crew can make or break your trip. And sometimes you may not get a fully cool crew, and that's okay. But one person you gel with can make you forget about all the problems that you're having on that crew. So let me go back to my schedule. The last day, okay, let me rewind. That trip, that last scene, we were in Fort Lauderdale. So I went to eat with the crew member. We went to this taco restaurant that was near the hotel, recommended by the hotel staff, and I showed you my food. The chicken taco was the best. The cheeseburger taco was disgusting, and then I can't remember what the third one is. Hopefully I label it for you, but that's beside the fact. Then the next clip you saw was a Caesar salad. I was influenced. My crew member got a salad, and her salad looked so good that I was like, okay, you know what, I maybe need to try a salad. Boy, was I wrong. You guys, I got food poisoning. I went to sleep. I spoke to you guys before going to sleep. In the middle of the night, the air conditioning did not work in the room at all, like zero, nothing, nada. So I woke up sweating. Along with sweating, my stomach was hurting. That was not alarming to me because I'm a person who deals with stomach problems. I have a very sensitive stomach, and I just, thought we're just going through our regular stomach pains. But it continued to get worse. So I started to drink water. We had a very early pickup because our flight left at 6 something. And I woke up probably an hour and a half, almost 2 hours before I was scheduled to wake up. So that was literally in the middle of the night. And I could not go back to sleep because I was not feeling well. So I tried to lay there, drink some water, try and meditate to, mind and body, tell myself to calm down, like it's okay and everything. That was not working. So I said, you know what, let me just get up, go in the shower, and hopefully the water hitting me will make me feel better. I'll take a cool shower because I was hot. No, you guys, I got sick. I had to run out of the shower and make my way to the toilet to throw up. Sorry, TMI for everyone. And I was hoping that once I let it out that I would have felt better. Well, I was incorrect with that. So the whole flight, I was nauseous to the point where I could not do service. Shout out to my crew members because they worked it out. They picked up my part, which I'm forever thankful and grateful for, because I literally could not work. I was in and out of the bathroom. The flight was turbulent as well. It was 100% full. We had some very interesting sorry, someone just messaged me that distracted me. We had some very interesting passengers on that flight, and it just was a lot going on, you guys. We made it back to JFK because that's where the trip started and finished. It was one leg, one and done day, Fort Lauderdale to JFK, and then myself and the other crew member that I went to dinner with, we took a cab over to LaGuardia for us both to go our separate ways and commute home. Now the flight itself, like I said, it was 100% full. I tend to not like working Florida flights, and that's for my own personal reasons, especially through LaGuardia. Thankfully it wasn't a LaGuardia trip. So we board the plane. Everyone is getting on the plane normal. We are in the height of summer flying. For those of you who don't understand what that means, to people in the aviation industry, it is pretty much the busiest time to be flying, to be working, because everyone is flying other than, holidays. And when everyone is flying, it's people who are not typically flying or in the airport, or maybe their first time flying, so they are not well versed on the ins and outs of the traveling process, you know. And some people adapt quickly and some people do not, and some people, when they don't know, they ask, and others can just be, unfortunately, of lack of other words, ignorant. And that's what we dealt with on this flight. So there's a, you know, a format how every airline does service on their plane. We're boarding, people want headphones. This is not the time to hand out headphones because the aisle is full. We're trying to get people on. We're trying to make sure we have an on-time departure. We want people to make their connections, all of the above. Of course, you know, there are people who are not aware of the bigger picture because they're concerned about themselves. And there are people like that, like we can't get around it. So I'm trying to explain to this passenger, you know, once we get everyone on board, because I'm mid-cabin, I'm not sure where she thought I was going to be able to manufacture headphones. I said, once we finish boarding, I'll be more than happy to hand you headphones. And she's like, well, what am I supposed to do right now? I need headphones now. You guys, I'm going to write it off that because I wasn't feeling well, my patience was very thin that day. I just had to walk away. Sometimes you need to remove yourself from situations before saying something that could cause a situation to escalate and unnecessarily escalate. So I just walked away. So she went to another flight attendant and tried the same thing and got the same response. We are boarding. We cannot stop boarding to give you headphones, but once we finish boarding, we will be more than happy to supply you with those headphones. She didn't like that answer, but she had no other choice because that was the answer she was going to continue to get. So while they did service and I was in the bathroom because I was not feeling good, I come back out, and just so happened to one of the other flight attendants come back out to the same passenger in the back galley going through the carts. And before I could even respond, the other flight attendant was like, I'm sorry, can I help you with something? She's like, I need something to drink. And the flight attendant is like, ma'am, we are in the aisle currently doing service. You can ask us for something to drink. Well, I don't want to wait. Public service announcement for people who watch me or watching this video. Maybe you just clicked on this video by chance, or you are a true subscriber. And if you're not a subscriber, think about subscribing. We have fun on this channel, but that's beside the fact. If you are a passenger, you do not have rights to go through the galley and open stuff, because let's put it in the perspective of you being at work. Say you work at the bank and you are behind the teller, and a customer comes in and they want their money. They don't want to wait in the line. They want their money. So in this scenario, they come behind your counter and start going through your drawer to take out their money. Wouldn't you think that's crazy? Wouldn't you be alarmed? So I'm not sure why people think it's okay to go into other people's workspaces. Doesn't that sound like a red flag to you? But every time I encounter it, because this is not the first time I've encountered it, I just was so speechless because I was so out of it. Thankfully, the other flight attendant was there to handle the situation. But every time I encounter it, when we respond back to the passengers that you cannot do this, they look at us like if we are trying to steal their kidney. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so bizarre to me. Like, I honestly don't understand. I don't understand it, you guys. Maybe comment down below from another perspective. If you can give me another POV to justify or explain it, I am curious to see what you guys have to say. Other than that, that's it for this crew debriefing. So if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe and see you soon.